Logitical Response.
What do you think, huh?
Focus on this man. Look at what's happening, for God's sake.
Come on, man.
What he's doing that no president has ever done. What a stupid son of a bitch. For God's sake.
Who said that?
Well, you know, I would say Joe is at it again,
Here's the deal.
but that would imply that he never stopped.
Who said that?
He's always at it. Constantly. He has given me so much material. I've got backed up videos that I don't even know what to do with. What am I supposed to do with all of this? But in all seriousness, it is kind of getting scary when the President of the United States says,
if chemical weapons were used in Ukraine, would that trigger a military response from NATO?
It would trigger a response in kind, but we'd make that decision at the time.
and then his staff puts out a bulletin that says this: But all jokes aside, I mean, we should really think about doing something about this, because there's no telling what he could slip up and say.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
And he may not be able to walk it back,
Then what's getting walked back?
Who said that?
considering he...
No, I haven't taken the test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh?
And a couple hours later...
Look at how they're stepping up. And you're going to see when you're there.
It sounded like you told U.S. troops they were going to Ukraine.
No one said that.
You're going to see women, young people stand in the middle in front of a damn tank.
It sounded like you told U.S. troops they were going to Ukraine.
No one said that.
Just saying, I'm not leaving. I'm holding my ground. Bent on rebuilding an empire will never erase a people's love for liberty. Brutality will never grind down their will to be free. For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
Minutes after that,
Well, that's not true. You're saying things you do not know what you're talking about.
A dictator!
get your mind out of the gutter.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Just like not subscribing. So go ahead and do that.
I'm not out of time. You spoke over time and I'm going to talk.
Do you believe what you said, that Putin can't remain in power? Or do you now regret saying that because your government has been trying to walk that back? Did your words complicate matters?
Well, you asked 3 different questions. I'll answer them all. Number 1, I'm not walking anything back.
Yeah. Well, that's not true. You're saying things you do not know what you're talking about.
Are you worried that other leaders in the world are going to start to doubt that America is back if some of these big things that you say on the world stage keep getting walked back? It made it sound like, just in the last couple days, it sounded like you said it was possible the U.S. would use a chemical weapon.
It would trigger a response in kind.
And it sounded like you were calling for regime change in Russia.
Cannot remain in power.
And we know
None of the 3 occurred.
none of the 3 occurred.
None of the 3. And you're going to see when you're there. You cannot remain in power. It would trigger a response in kind.
Most people will look at that and say, oh, well, he just slipped up, right? That's what I thought. But when you look at it from another perspective, you don't really know that. He did say...
And you're going to see when you're there.
And you can't really say...
Cannot remain in power. It would trigger a response in kind.
without somebody thinking,
This is ridiculous.
come on, man.
Nobody believes we're going to take down. I was talking about taking down Putin.
You know, in all honesty, I wish I would have started doing this during the Trump administration, because I could have came up with
the difference between a wet raccoon and Donald J. Trump's hair. A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank.
But that doesn't mean I would have had a lack of material. It would have just been different material.
Who said that?
You did.